Just give that rhythm everything you got. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Hey there, Leroy. How are you today? Done work for the week already over there, aren't you? That's good stuff. That's always good stuff. We're just here in America, just practicing patience while we wait the results of our fate. This latest election crap. It's nowhere near as bad as it could have been. And I consider that a good outcome, all things considered. But still, I like to know. I like to have answers. I like resolutions to things. So this is not an easy time for me and my complete lack of patience, but we're doing the best we can. Yeah, elections are fun, right? No. What am I looking at here? I'm trying to figure out Twitter. Everybody's trying to figure out Twitter. Last few days, couple weeks. Twitter's a mess. American elections are a mess. Everything's a mess. Anything that involves people gets messy real quick, doesn't it? Seems to. Okay. There we go. You're good and you're happy for the weekend. I bet. So my kid, he's not in the musical. He's very socially anxious and does not enjoy being on stage and performing. He did do dance for quite a while. And he would often get really, really nervous, but then he always did fine. And then the last couple of years he did it, he seemed less nervous, more confident. But, you know, teenagering is hard. And he lost interest in the dance, especially as he transitioned from female to male. He lost interest in the dance, even though they had a nice male, like a boys hip hop team, not team, but like class. And he had fun with that group. So anyways, he's taking a theater production class. And they're putting on a musical, and it's this weekend. It starts tonight. And he's doing audio. So he learned about like the audio and the lights and stuff, and they built the sets and, you know, doing all of that. So he's doing the audio portion of it. And we all know how much I love all things audio and how smooth everything always goes. And so I've kind of been asking him, like, how's that been going? He's like, oh my God, it's just constant troubleshooting. I'm like, yes, that is the world of audio right there. But anyway, they're trying to get everybody's mics to work, and yeah, they have a lot. I have one mic that I fight with. One. And they've got all kinds of mics, all the wireless mics and stuff. I guess they're a pain in the butt. Anyway, so he's been having fun doing that. So opening night is tonight. And I don't know what day we're going to go. I think I would like to go today, just to go on opening night, right? And I won't, I won't see him, you know, but he'll be back there doing his thing. And that's fun and exciting. And they're doing Mamma Mia. So that'll be quite interesting, I think. I like the Mamma Mia movies, so it'll be fun to watch regardless. And I don't know if I know anybody that's actually in the musical. The kids that I know that are involved are all behind the scenes. So, which knowing the kids that I know, that makes sense that they're not the ones on the stage. But I know of one girl. She's in my eldest son's class. So I've kind of, and her mom was, I guess my youngest kid's like first grade teacher. So I kind of know of them, but I don't know the girl. Like I don't know that I've ever actually interacted with her. I've just kind of been aware of her. I know her mom. So she's doing some singing. She's the only one I think I am that I know of. But I'm still excited to go. It'll be fun. But they've been putting in, so they get to school. School starts at around 7:30 in the morning. And he's been done by 9. at night. So they go to school and then they work all night on the play. Last week it was ending at like 5, but this week it's been 9. And he's probably going to be really ready for it to be over. They've been putting in a lot of hours, but they worked really hard. But it makes me happy that he's involved in it. And he seems to be liking the whole thing. So he's found a new interest for himself, which is good. Because teenagers have no interest. My kids are like, I like video games. Yeah, we know. Anything else? No. So my eldest likes golf. But it's nice to see something. Well, my youngest has always been very creative, but now that he's so socially anxious, it's more of a, he's always liked drawing. He's a really good drawer. So art is sort of a thing. And that's a very individual thing. You're not, you don't have to interact with other people for that. But the dance, there was being on stage thing. I never liked performing. I used to figure skate and I hated competitions. I hated it. I'm not competitive. And I don't enjoy being the only one out there putting on a show. It's not my thing. Here I am on the interwebs, camera in my face, performing as it were, but it's not the same thing. This is not the same thing. I hated it. I would get so nervous. I just don't like performing. I don't like giving speeches. I'm sitting here doing this, but nobody's looking at me. I'm looking at me. I'm the only one looking at me that I can see. So it doesn't give me the same anxiety, So it's nice to see him having found something else creative to work on. And it's got that whole technological thing, which, my husband and I are very technologically oriented, and it turns out my kids are too, which is good. Their dad is not really. So, apparently they got that from our influence. So it's my fault that they only like video games, right? They learn what they know, and what they know is video games are cool because we play a lot of video games here. Anyway. So that's what's going on this weekend. It's McDonald's Day, so that's always a good day. Fridays are always good days. It looks like it's our last day of nice weather. The high today is 62, and the high tomorrow is 39, and then it's 30s and 40s for the next 9 days. So I think fall is coming. The nice part of fall is kind of ending, and the cold part of fall is coming. And not super excited about that. I've been going out and doing walks, and they've been really lovely because the weather's been so great. But we'll see how long I keep it up when the weather's shitty. I don't like being cold. I've got some winter weather gear. Winter cold weather. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try to keep going because I really enjoyed my walks. I find myself looking forward to them. Nice little pick-me-ups in the middle of the day. But it's different when it's 65, even 50, than when it's 30 degrees, And it's going to take all day to get that warm. I'm going to have to wait till afternoon. It'll be warm enough, in my nap time. Do I nap? Do I walk? Yes, the answer is yes. I do both, right? See if I can keep up my good habit. We'll see. I'm going to try. The goal is to keep doing the walking, so we'll see how that works out. I forgot to change my category on Twitter. I'm in the wrong category, but I'm going to play Wildflowers, so it doesn't really matter. Just go play it now. I guess I should stop chatting and start playing, right? The category says Wildflowers, so here it is. I love this game. It is so freaking cozy. It feels weird jumping right in without having to go adjust something. Am I doing this right? I don't know. Okay, so it's raining, so I don't have to water anything. That's my favorite. What's going on here? Oh, whenever I'm ready for summer, I gotta go do that. Okay.
You don't need to hover over me. Why don't you head into town for a change of scenery? Meet some people.
She's stuck in bed all day and she's like, don't hover. Like, how miserable. Stuck in bed all day, every day. And know that you're going to be there until you die. So yes, I'll hover if it's all the same to you, Grandma. Okay, so these have one more day. Not going to plant anything new. These have 2 more days. These have 2 more days. So I can't do the transition to summer for at least 2 more days. Hi, kitty.
Oh, such a pretty girl.
Yeah. Hey, she gave me a bone and a cricket. So is this how I get bugs from her? I can't collect them, but she can? Is that how that works? Been seeing all these bugs and oopsies, and I feel like I should be able to collect them. But I don't know how. I don't know if that unlocks. I know there's lots of stuff I haven't unlocked in this game yet. Well, like lots of like characters and I don't know about lots, but there's some. There's some stuff I haven't unlocked yet. And I've tried not to spoil it for myself. But what I've gathered is I need to keep working on the mine. Even if I don't need stuff from the mine, I need to keep working on getting into lower levels of the mine. All right, what am I doing? I guess I'll just go to the mine. Since we're talking about it. Wait, let me look at my other quest real quick. I need more money. I need a lot of iron for that. Oh, we gotta go give potatoes to Damon. Okay. And I need lots of iron for that and soil, which I think I'm working on. Is it ready? My little garden setup is annoying. Did I just fill them both up at the same time? Is that how that worked? Because that would be amazing. No, I did not. All right, let's find Damon, I guess. And finish the potato thing. He's... Oh, mushrooms. He's usually down... Well, he owns the pub, but it won't be open yet. So he'll be down on the beach. I don't know where he'll be. I forget where he lives. A lot of them live on the beach. Let's try the beach first. Oh, it's Saturday, so I was like, why isn't she in school? Answered my own question. Oh yeah, and then gathering some things for tea and whatnot would be good. Tea and my restorative potion. How many do I have? I have no tea and 1 revitalizing potion. I need more. Okay. Wait. Cat fur. Okay. It's a magical item, but it's not like something I can use just yet. Sorry, I would talk to you, but I'm on a mission. Let's see if there's any more seaweed down here. See, like this little crab guy, I want to get him. I wonder if my cat can get him. I don't know how this game works. I don't see any peoples. I guess because it's raining out? Do they not hang out outside in the rain? I don't understand. Why wouldn't they? Okay, so he's not going to be in there because it's not open yet. Sometimes he sits around. He's not in the store. Here he is. Here he is. I found him. Here, take your potatoes.
Thanks. I'm gonna make slop chips the way my pa does, with tomato sauce and vinegar. Here,
I don't know what that
thanks
means.
for helping me out.
Hey, we got some wine. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, and look, like we're like friends or something? Not quite. Let's chat. Maybe we can get to be friends.
Is that where you went to school?
I need to adjust my chair.
Sure did. That's when the other Mrs. Soft, Otto's mom, was the teacher. She was a free spirit. Liked to hold class out on the beach. It's funny Otto
be
turned
cool.
out the way he did, given his parents.
Right, Otto's a total dick. I don't like Otto. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the mine. And just keep leveling up, down, whatever you want to call it. I'm assuming we're digging down, right? It's a mine. You start out at ground level and work your way down, yeah. I wanted to check on something the other day with her. I can't remember what it was, though. See if this will remind me. That's not what I meant to do. So I can make gold and silver pickaxes. Oh, look, I do have stuff I can make. I have no silver. I haven't found silver yet. Okay. I have enough ore for this thing, but I have nowhere near enough soil. And it takes so long to make soil. It's going to take me 100 years. Okay. Anyway, to the mine. I like that you've got this like bottomless inventory situation. Oh, I should see if I can make some tea. I don't know how many thistles I have. Can make 2. That's not a lot of energy. But making any potions. Made something. That won't help energy-wise. Can I make... I can make 1 more of those, but that's not going to help me today. It takes too long. Is there any other food I can make? These all need rice. I don't have rice. Bread? Nope. Nothing? Can't make anything? This is going well. So I'm not going to be able to do much mining because my energy's limited, but oh well. I love that you can jump over the fence. Also, I need so much more money than I have. I need to figure out how to make money. What do I need to make tea? Wait, what's this? Sense of joy. You need a complafish? The hell's that? In the gloaming. I don't even know what the gloaming is. So much to unlock yet. There's so much more in this game than I've even... Yeah, I'm nowhere near scratching the surface here. Where's my tea? Here it is. I can make 1 more. Should I make 1 more? I'm already at the mine. Whatever. Whatever. Let's go to 8. I've upgraded my pickaxe, haven't I? I have. So my energy should last longer. I don't think I have the key to keep going. Otherwise, I would have been able to go to level 9, right? I think. Oh, another one of those mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms. Not sure if it's realistic that those would grow in a mine. I don't know how this works, but okay. Yes, this takes so much less energy now. This is great, considering I don't I hardly have any food or anything. So at this point, I'm mostly just looking for a key. Dang, to go to the next level. But I do need to load up on iron as well. So it's a win-win. Oh, another mushroom. Okay. Still no key. Boo.
Hey, this looks like a
I found the key.
level.
Yay, I got all the things. Okay. I wonder how far you have to get silver. Oh, this looks like something different. Is this silver? No, it's a gemstone. Amethyst. Nice. I'm almost out of energy here. One more?
I couldn't-
No. Okay, let's does wine have any energy? Magic, but it costs energy. So we're not going to drink wine. That's a big no. I can't drink these. How much energy does the flan have? Not too bad. Oh, now that makes me want what am I trying to say? It makes me want creme brulee. What am I trying to do? Take this potion. This is what I'm trying to do. Okay. Will this be another gemstone? No, it's coal. Do I already have coal? What do I use coal for in this game? I'm not doing the right thing here. Here we go. Used to power glass kilns or make ink. Ooh, I needed something to make ink. Okay, I'm gonna go grab these ones. I know they take a little more energy, but it's fun to discover what's in them. Oh, that one's just a rock. Coal is good. Okay, now I just want to get the key. Uh-oh, I don't have enough energy. Okay. Well, I can drink my tea and then I'm pretty much done. So I have like one more round of stuff. Oh no, I've got the flan too. This will get me most of the way up energy-wise, I think. I wonder if it's ever hidden in like the stone bits, because I only really do the ore things down here, but I wonder if it could be in the stone nodes too. I don't know. I don't know. I imagine it's possible. Well, now that I'm here, I gotta get this one. That wasn't really worth it. Let's keep going this way.
Hey, this looks like
I did it! I didn't get all the things for this level yet. But, oh, how do I unlock this thing? I have a key, I just don't have the right key. And if I leave this level, I'm toast. Like, I won't necessarily get it again. Chest, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. Are we at level 10 now? What happens at level 10? Anything? Want some new things. Oh, I didn't mean to do this, but okay. I wonder how far you have to dig to find whatever else is hiding in this mine. Hey, wait. Somebody spin here. That was a lot of energy. Good job, Flan. Flan. Another amethyst. I bet those are worth money. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, imagine at some point I'm gonna need. I got some silver. I did it. Yay. I imagine at some point I'm gonna need to make something out of glass. I guess that's what the sand is for, yeah? Okay, so I can't remember what I got silver out of. Was it just a regular ore node, or was it out of this thing? I think it was just a regular ore node. Well, that's pretty cool. Don't have enough to do anything with yet, but it's a start. So level 10 is where that seems to unlock. Okay. But I literally got one, which is not much. All right, so I guess I'm done. My energy is gone. Where is the exit? It's a big level. Yeah, I need to figure out the key situation. Don't know if you get the key, like, on that level. The key to the chest. Or where you get that from. Okay, let's go make some more iron bars. First, actually. Get some more dirt going. I don't think my potion will be done yet. Nope. I'm on the relaxed time, so it takes longer for the days to go. Which means in real time it takes that much longer for the potions to finish. So there's a downside, but I probably don't need it on for the rest of today, to be honest. This day will never end. I don't really need to do much else today. Oh, I only have one I can't make. So many ingots. Okay.
Have
Should we just, like,
seen
chat
the
with her?
cat who lives in the neighborhood?
Yes, she lives
I've been
with me
putting out
now.
more milk for it. My father always said cats can communicate with the spirits.
I once had a cat who used to stare at a spot in the wall.
They all
I
do
thought
that.
it was a ghost, but then it turned out we had mice.
Ew. Hey there, Exempt. How are you? All right. So, which one am I the closest to doing? This one, except money. Oh, I just spent all of my money making those. Oh, I just feel like I'm constantly 2 steps, like 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Where are my, what do you do with these? Smoky purple gem can be crafted into jewelry or used as a magical ingredient. Sell it, make it into jewelry, or grind it up with the mortar and pestle. Okay. So, like, can I sell this? Is it worth anything? Who do I sell it to? Crickets for bait. Okay. Make potions out of that. I kind of want to sell the amethysts, but I feel like they're not that easy to find. Can I sell one of these? I don't know. I don't know. I need to go to bed because the only other things I can do for money, I guess I could sell some shells or whatever. Does anybody buy those? Where would I sell them? Who would buy them? Maybe the dude out here. The forest? Maybe? I don't know. I can't do anything that takes energy, though. I have none left, and I have no way to replenish it without buying something to make a meal out of, and I have no money left. Got myself in a predicament. Just looking for things to forage here. Like this. Why foraging doesn't take energy, I don't know, but I'm very grateful that it does not. This dude here, maybe I can sell some things to him. He'll take shells. Oh no, those are things I would buy from him. I have a lot of mushrooms. I'm not selling my seaweed or these things, but for crafting or sell it to Shelby, yeah. I can buy more stuff from him now. These are worth a lot of money. I don't know what to use them for, so I'm going to sell them in the meantime. Oh, I can buy mandrake from him now. That's good to know. Sometimes it's hard to find, so I'm glad to be able to buy that. Oh, and sometimes you can buy thistles from him and seaweed. Okay. Well, I have a little bit of cash now. But I need a whole bunch more. If I wait out here a little bit, I might be able to get some moonflower. Are any of them ready? They all look like they might be ready to blossom. So I'm going to sit here and wait till it turns nighttime. Which should be soon. 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock? Can I speed up time? I think I can. I've never done that. I just need you to know that I'm very basic today. I'm drinking a pumpkin spice. Well, it's not a latte. It's just pumpkin spice creamer. It's not my favorite out of all of the things. I don't obsess over it. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Come on, nighttime. Okay, do I have to leave the screen? Look at all these creepy witch people. I'm one of them. I just don't have my robe. No, they're not ready yet. Come on. All right, we'll just go home. Then when I get home, I need to remember to adjust the time back because I don't want this super speedy time. Just when I'm trying to, you know, make the end of the day get here. Sometimes I need every hour of the day I can get. Oopsies. Sometimes not so much. Okay. My potion should be ready now, though. It is. Anything else I can make? No, because I got rid of all my ingredients. I'm not wasting any more soil on those. I've already made that one. So I'm good for now. Fine. Fine, whatever. Okay, I'm actually going to change the time back now. I think I'm going to see if I can... I don't remember where I do this. I want to make some... I made paper. What do I do with this? Right. Stuff I can't do. I have no grapes, I have no hops, and I have no apples. So I can't make any of that. Fine. Down in the basement. I think I can make some ink now. I can. Speed boost spell. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I need. Summon small things. Causes nearby wood, stones, shells, and other small objects to jump into your bag. Oh, I don't want to waste my moonflower to make that. So I should make some more paper is what I should do. Maybe I'll make one more. I need the wood for other stuff. I don't want to use all of it to make paper. Okay. Oh, crap. I need more seaweed. Never mind. We're not making any more spells. We're going to bed.
Is it time?
Yes, it's time for bed. That emote, exempt, is cute. I like it. All right. Let's go talk to Grandma.
Have you been keeping an eye on the time? It can get away from you if you're not careful.
Yes, Grandma. All right, we still don't have to water anything, which is fantastic. The potatoes over here are ready, and the other two will be ready tomorrow morning. And then we're ready for summer. Sweet. I guess I could go sell all of the things that I... It's Sunday. I can't sell them because it's not going to be open. The stores, nothing's open on Sunday in this town. It's like, you know, back when everything was closed on Sundays, this town still does that. Those were strange times. One day, okay. Now what? Let's head to the kitty.
Oh, such a pretty girl.
Maybe we should fish a bit. I guess we'll use a worm. I forget how to fish.
Oh, heck! Gotcha!
What'd I get? A darter. A speedy fish that hangs out on river bottoms, found near the farm. You don't see many of these. I'll have to burn or cook with it. Gross. I kind of feel a little bit that way about fish. I don't like the way they feel. I just don't like fish, okay? I don't like to eat them much. I don't like fishing. It's just not my favorite. Not the outdoorsiest of girls, and I don't get the appeal of fishing personally. Everybody's got their things. That one is not mine. Just gonna gather all this stuff. Okay. And somewhere down here there should be some witchweed, maybe. I wonder what new things we're gonna get in the summer. I imagine some of the plants and stuff will change. The weeds and whatnot. I suspect. I'm gonna look for some seaweed down here. Instead, I'll find some bananas. Here, you want a fish? I don't. Well, you're not Bruno. I'm not gonna sell you. You are Bruno.
Sometimes the courage.
Oh, he's got a shop. I have to go sell stuff at his shop. It's okay. I'm gonna give the fish to the cat anyway because I want to level up with my cat. We need to be better friendos. Do I know what these are? Let's use a worm. I don't know if the bait you use makes a difference. Whatever they are, they're all the same fish.
Got one!
A sardine. Yeah, she doesn't like fish much either. A common oily member of the herring family. Hey, Twinderella. Happy Friday! I like that she says gross every time she catches the fish. She's... We see eye to eye on this. You slept in late today. That's always nice. Okay, so 2 days in a row, I've slept until at least 6 in my own bed. None of this insomnia, waking me up in the middle of the night, having to go somewhere else to sleep, which is wonderful. But today I slept past 7, which is like sleeping in for me. Super exciting. But then my cat's like, Mom, Mommy, Mom. Oh, cats. But yeah. Sleeping in. Oh, it's amazing. Hey, there's some seaweed. I need lots of seaweed. I need seaweed for everything. I need it for potions, and I need it for whatever spell I'm working on. Speed spell. Oh, speed spell. Hi, I have one of those. Use it.
The time for walking slow has passed. Lighten my feet and make me fast.
I want to do that. You got your new pots yesterday. That's wonderful. Are they everything you dreamed they would be? Look at me go. I'm freaking fast now. Oh. Want one of them big fish.
Oh, quick! Wow.
Yeah, I'll take that one. That'll do. A tuna. Oh, do I make stuff out of these? Do I sell them? I don't know what to do. They're so much nicer than my own ones. I'm taking the lids with the draining slots. Yeah, I was making elderberry syrup yesterday, and as I was pouring it out of the pan, I was like, I sure could use. I mean, I would still need a strainer for that anyway, because some of the spices, like the cinnamon and whatever, is really little, and if it doesn't dissolve, whatever. But the spout thing, the pouring it out with the spout part of the pan, that's what I need. So now that I saw that, I'm like, oh, I want it now. And I could have used it yesterday. I'm just saying. What am I doing? I want to sell stuff, but I can't because nothing's fucking open. Watch out for the wall there. We're going to church. It is Sunday. No, I can't talk to these people. Can't do it. Can't do it. So now you're all like super inspired to do even more cooking than you're normally inspired to do. Is that right? Sounds good. I wish I liked cooking. I like eating. So it'd be really convenient if I also liked cooking. Those would go really well together. I just like baking. I'm gonna bake some rosemary bread this weekend. I baked some last weekend, except I forgot to put the rosemary in it. Now, exempt, I don't know what the hell that says. You need to translate. Yeah, I forgot to put the rosemary in my rosemary bread last weekend, so it was just regular bread. I have these two recipes that I'm kind of going back and forth between, and give me the recipe that you use, Twinderella, to make yours, because I'm struggling to get mine. Okay, so I have this one recipe I got off of Pinterest, and it's super easy. And the 3 times I made it at my previous house, wrong chat. I don't think I believe you, but anyway. Who's gonna copy and paste that and translate that? Anyway, it worked perfectly. I didn't need to knead it much. It doesn't specify like kneading time. It didn't need to rise for very long. It has a whole bunch of yeast in it, so it rose really quick. And it worked out. It was nice and, soft and chewy on the inside and really crusty on the outside. It was perfect. And it worked every time I made it. Oh, can I get a... Well, do I need a spoon? What kind is it?
Potato.
Oh, yes. Can I get a spoon, please? Because there's chunks of potato in there. Ooh, I've got a big cup of potato soup. I'm so excited. Anyway, it worked out great. It was effortless. And I've been struggling to make good bread here. There's traditional donuts from different regions in Asia. You're going to be making, dang. Some roll recipes I need to test out before Thanksgiving. But you had a picture of like French bread. And I'm trying, and it looked crusty on the outside and looked nice in the inside. So mine has been too dense. It hasn't been crusty on the outside. Or I put some olive oil on it and then it like doesn't cook enough inside for how brown it gets on the outside. I've been struggling so hard. And I don't know if it's my oven. I don't know if it's me, but that recipe that used to be foolproof for me no longer is. So I tried a different one. It uses a lot less yeast, and it has to rise for like 2 hours, like an hour, and then you rest for however long, and then it rises for another hour, and none of them have worked out. Thank you, dear. Yum yum. What are you having? Oh, okay. So, struggle busing. So I'm going to try again. But yes, my biggest struggle with making my rosemary bread last week was not putting the rosemary in it. My bad. But, so I'm going to try it again this weekend. So I think I'm going to go. Let me share that recipe with you. I did double the yeast and I let it rise a second time, and I threw ice cubes in the bottom of the oven to get it steamy, so it got nice and crusty on the outside. Yeah, like I have it. Okay, so the oven we had before was just basic. Okay, and this one has convection and blah 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 blah. Maybe I shouldn't do the convection. It's fine with cookies and all that. Maybe I just shouldn't. He's talking about tea. Was he really? So it really was the wrong chat. Anybody else like Baby Bells? Baby Bell cheese? Anyway. Yeah. The one, my old recipe has no kneading, very little, but a lot of yeast. So it rises like crazy. So what I do is I fill the bathtub up with water. I pick the smallest bathroom I can in the house, fill the bathtub up with really hot water, and I let it sit in there and rise in there. It gets nice and it's very, very risey. I didn't separate it into two loaves. I did have to cook it almost twice as long. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been trying to make it like the other one makes 2 loaves of bread, but I didn't want to eat all that. So I was trying to make a half recipe. So I would just make one smaller loaf because it was just me and my Wyldes that were here. So I'm like, I'm not making 2 giant loaves of bread that the 2 of us will end up eating. We don't need to eat all of that bread. I don't know what my malfunction is. Baking for me is usually like effortless. I'm following the recipes exactly. So I experimented. I did the new recipe that has 10 minutes of machine kneading, but it didn't have enough. I don't feel like it has enough yeast in it. It just does not rise enough. So my bread is a little bit too dense. Go through 2 loaves so fast with the kids, but it was just the 2 of us. Make croutons or bread pudding out of the rest. Oh, croutons. I love croutons. Well, they wouldn't eat like that kind of bread for a sandwich, my kids. I don't know if they would just eat the bread. Like we just eat bread because it's good. Sometimes you just put butter on it. That's all you need. But like French bread, oh, it's so good. Anyway, I am struggling so hard. So what I think I'm going to do is kind of mix the 2 recipes up. I'm going to use the same amount of yeast. It seems to have roughly the same amount of flour and all of that, like the recipes do. So I'm going to take the amount of yeast for the one, or I'm going to make the old recipe but just knead it a whole lot more. And then I'm probably going to try to cook it with not convection and see if that makes a difference. The convection might be the issue that I'm having. That's the biggest difference between when I made this recipe before and now. But it was very fluffy and like it looked like yours did in the middle before. And now it just looks like it's so dense. I'm like, well, how do you not knead the bread? You have to knead. I'm going to put the oven itself. And the oven's been great for everything else I've baked. Cupcakes and cookies and everything else. But bread, apparently. Well, convection is normally great, right? It's supposed to just be really nice, even heating. But it seems to cook the outside of the bread way too fast. And then the inside doesn't have a chance to bake. So the first couple times it just wasn't done. And then this time it was done. But I didn't put the olive oil on the outside until the last half of it. But it just didn't get as crispy. So I don't know. I'm going to try this recipe you sent me. I'm trying to look at the... I hate just... I'm one of those people that hates on blog recipes. Like, just take me to the fucking recipe. I don't need your whole story. Sometimes it's good to read the tips and stuff. Like, they'll put a little bit extra if you actually read the thing, but they're way too long. The ice in the bottom of the oven helps, huh? Yeah, as I was scrolling, I saw that. Yeah, I definitely don't need to make 2 loaves. How long does it say to knead it for? I don't see anything but 2 to 3 minutes. That's it? how is that even anywhere near enough? But that's what my original recipe was like, just knead it until everything comes together. Like it wasn't like sit there and knead forever. But that's one of the things that I read. If your stuff is too dense, it's because it needed kneading. I don't know. I definitely have figured out I need more yeast than the first recipe calls for. It's just not enough. But this other one, I think you let it rise for like an hour, maybe. And it's just one rise, and it just gets so big and beautiful. It's wonderful. But I feel like it needed kneading. So let it rest for 10 minutes. Rest and stir down. Okay, so that's a different cycle. That's why I love to Sleever's site. She's the jump to recipe. Yeah, the ones that have that are my favorite. So yeah, I definitely need to do the ice in the bottom of the oven because I like that crispy, crunchy crust with the soft and chewy in the middle. That's the best part of French bread. I've been failing. This one sounds promising. So this is an interesting thing though, the mixing. You mix it. And then you let it sit. Stir it down by turning on the mixer for 10 seconds or so. And then you let it sit. That's an interesting. I haven't seen a recipe that says to do that before. Or you can, instead of letting the dough rest for 10 minute spurts and then stirring it down, transfer it to a lightly greased bowl and cover with a towel or greased plastic wrap. Let it rise until doubled, about an hour or so, depending on the warmth of your kitchen. Which one did you do? You kind of forgot about it midway through, and I don't know what that said. Do it, did a ride. And then I had to mix again and add more flour because someone abandoned it partway through and then let it rise. Okay. Let it rise again. Someone abandoned it. So you let it rise for an hour. And then you put it in the two different separate loaves, and then you let it rise again. Yeah, and it's not going to double in size if you don't have enough yeast, like my first recipe. It looks beautiful. This is much more complicated than my recipe. My go-to was so simple. I think my experiment this weekend is going to be my normal go-to recipe that was flawless and easy as could be before. But so we have an oven that's like a double oven, but it's like a normal oven, but it splits into two. So you can cook two things at once. And the top one is convection only. Didn't even separate it into loaves. That was my big mistake. It was just one giant loaf. It would take a while to bake. Yeah. And then the bottom oven has convection or regular. So I'm going to put it in the bottom one. And just on regular. Because normally with the convection, you turn the temperature, you decrease the temperature by like 25 degrees, but then it wasn't baked enough. And then if I put it in for longer, then it wasn't, it was too baked on the outside. And then the other recipe was like 400 in the oven. And then the one was 400 and the other was 450. And I'm like, just struggle busting. I'm just struggle busting. And it's so dismaying because this recipe was so easy. In my old oven, my old crappy cheap oven. So we had, when we bought our old house, it was like a late 60s when it was built, early 70s. And it had like the Harvest Gold kitchen appliances, all of them except the fridge. So the dishwasher, the cooktop, and the wall oven were all the original, Harvest Gold colored stuff. It was like Mad Men, but without any of the sort of Mad Men stuff was like stylish. This was just old and ugly. But that oven worked really well. The stovetop, not so much. But the oven worked really well. And then one day I just quit mid chicken nuggets. And we didn't want to spend a bunch of money. We were planning on redoing the kitchen and everything. We're like, oh, well, this is inconvenient. So we got a cheap oven. But it worked fine. It worked great. This is my essential oil diffuser, but it's also a selenite crystal. The stuff I put on here, the oil I put on here is lovely. So anyway, I I had good luck with that oven. I did not have good luck with this one. Baking bread. Baking anything else? Yes. Bread? No. So weird. Potato soup. Look at my giant mug of soup. It's as big as my head. Probably not quite, but it's pretty big. But it fits a whole can of soup. If you make a whole can of soup, it'll fit in here. That's still very hot. But I usually don't use it until, you know, like Christmas because it's got snowflakes and stuff on it. But I'm looking through our soup. I mean, it's the cream of potato soup. That's the condensed stuff. So it's just the crappiest soup you can get, but it's still good. Just add a bunch of pepper to it because it needs some pepper. But I think it was the first time I've had the cream of, like, the condensed cream of potato soup, the Campbell's. I think it's the first time I've had that kind yesterday. Was it yesterday I had it? And I just liked it so fucking much. And my husband just made it for me again because I went on about it 2 times. I started the conversation about it twice because I liked it so much. And it's just the crappiest soup you can get, you know? But it was so good. It's so comforting. It's warm and simple and delicious. We have chicken and rotini and chicken tortilla. See, yeah, like all of ours is the freaking condensed stuff. But for some reason, that's what my coziness is requiring of me lately. I don't have an explanation for it. So my mom, when we were little, used to make cream of celery soup, but she'd make like spaghetti noodles to put in it. And I don't know. It's so nostalgic and whatever for me. So we made some the other day, but the husband, he does not believe in moderation. And he made like 8 pounds of noodles. And it's not supposed to be pasta with a little sauce. It's supposed to be soup with a little bit of pasta. So the ratio was all wrong. Ooh, gar. Made so many noodles. It was too much. But yeah, just the nostalgia there. Just bringing it back. Cream of celery. Never heard of that as a soup before. Just using it in like recipes. Yeah, I don't know where this whole put the spaghetti noodles in it thing came from with my mom. Like, I don't know why she did that. I don't know where she got that idea. But it was something we used to enjoy. It was like, oh, can we have cream of celery soup with spaghetti in it? I'm not sure where that came from, but I'm like, I need to have that again. I hadn't had it since I was a child. No, you know my mother. She was not high. She for a long time she didn't even drink. Her dad was an alcoholic, so she was just like very anti-drinking. And as she got older, she kind of loosened up about that. But yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know if it's something that her mom made for, like, I have no idea. I didn't ask her. I'm gonna have to try to remember to ask her. It was a weird choice, but I liked it. We both liked it, me and my brother, and so I'm like, we need to have this again just for nostalgia's sake. And I mean, it's not excellent, you know. It was pretty good. It's fine. The cream of mushroom seems to be... I don't particularly like mushrooms, but I like me a good cream of mushroom soup. I really do. Yeah. I find that odd. Well, any kind of cream soup. Let's face it. Cream soup is amazing. Is this one silver? Silver. Yay. I have silver. How many silvers? Just the 2. It's so exciting, though. I can make silver tools. I'm getting nostalgic for goulash lately, and I'm going to make some soon. Okay, so I don't think my parents made goulash, right? I did not like it. And see, my dad was one of those... I'm out of strength. My dad was one of those, anything in the fridge goes in the pot. So when my mom would go away for something, if she had to be out of town, my dad was in charge of cooking. Oh, we just dreaded those days because it was like literally, wonder what this would be like. And I'm like, experiment on yourself. But, us kids were growing. We need food that we can eat. And yeah, that wasn't always the case. Um, Mom learned to like leave leftovers and stuff so that we would eat when she was gone. Some of what he made was just not edible. Some was okay, but some of it was not edible at all. And that's what I associate goulash with, is my dad making it. So I'm sure it wasn't made the way it was supposed to be. All right. Oh, good. We're almost done here. We can move on to summer. I'm so excited. And the store should be open today, so I can sell some stuff. Wish I could put more in there at a time. Oh, good. These will be on like the same cycle now. This will be good. Anyway, a little more experimenting with my bread this weekend. I will try to put the ice cubes at the bottom regardless, because I feel like that can't hurt. I didn't have to do that before. I didn't have to. This recipe was just so beautiful because it was so fucking simple. And just confused. I'm just confused. I'm guessing it's the convection. We should have an actual recipe, just throwing everything you find is what we call fridge soup. Well, I mean, they had like the basic recipe, but then he would just ad-lib a bunch of stuff. And like that, I don't think that's supposed to go in there. And yeah, just a lot of it was not human quality food. Oh, why didn't I click the thing? Why? Oh, I wasted a perfectly good worm. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking and talking and not concentrating on my fishing. Here we go. Easiest fishing game there is, and I still screw it up. And I still screw it up. All right, let me give one of these to my cat. Where was my cat? Wasn't she wandering around? Looks like something Adam would have done earlier in our marriage. I think I shamed that out of him by now, though. Well, and like, does he like to cook? Because if your spouse is like a really good cook and loves doing it, that sort of discourages cooking of the other partner. Like, look, you like it and you're good at it. Seems like a no-brainer.
You still liked that, didn't you, kitty?
Are we friends yet? How much more? Oh god, this is going so slow. This last heart is taking so long to level up. He likes to cook sometimes, like he will get the bug, but not all the time, and he is questionable with his own creations. Oh, my dad. So, my husband is very much a creature of habit, and he will pick the same 4 things or whatever and just make them over and over and over again. He never gets tired of them, and I'm like, oh my god, I need a little variety. So the Home Chef has been great because it gives us that. And so even if like, oopsies. So we get 4 meals a week from Home Chef. No, I lied, 5. So 2 of them are like family, enough for like the whole family. And then the other 3 are just for us. So when we have the kids for the weekend and our regular days, we need 2 meals where they're 2 other meals besides Home Chef to feed, you know, when the kids are here. So he gets he's in this rotation of like 3 meals, and that's all he thinks of getting. And every now and then I'm like, oh, we gotta do something else. So summer is good because he can use his smoker grill thing and it changes things up a bit. But otherwise it's like Swedish meatballs, frozen pizza, every now and then a taco night. And then we all really like tortellini and garlic bread. It's really simple. It's really quick. And we all like it. And that one I don't get tired of. But that's like our... And every now and then also jambalaya. But like the Zatarant stuff. And we put in chicken and sausage in that. And then smother it with cheese. I do enjoy it. But I mean, it's like, okay, I need more variety sometimes. I need to just throw something in there that's a little different to switch it up. But... yeah, he He has his set things, his go-tos, and that's it. He doesn't have to think about it. He doesn't get tired of them. I'm not the same way. So the Home Chef has been great because we get a lot of variety. And they're good. Although sometimes I get like all pasta meals. Sometimes they're all like Southwestern, kind of Mexican-y based, or all Asian based. It's just whatever looks good to me the week I pick it. And sometimes I get too much that's the same. But I don't mind. He tried to put a pizza blend of spices into his spaghetti sauce a few weeks ago, and it was too much. I was like, honey, just because it's in the Italian-American range of blends doesn't mean they're interchangeable. Oh, you think that would be good? But it wasn't, huh? I mean, I could see why he'd try that. But yeah. Used to love Zataran's jambalaya with pasta instead of rice. That's a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Can't find it anymore. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever heard of that. I'm gonna make my first silver ingot. And I need what? Just... Oh, you need 10. Well, fuck. You need 12 of the... Oh my god. It's gonna take forever. Okay.
You know,
never mind then.
that's what swinging. Ever thought of picking one up?
Me?
This one is heavy on the aromatics and not on garlic or onion. Oh, you need garlic.
Well,
You can't really overdo garlic. And yeah, you need that in sauce. I had a really easy go-to like marinara recipe. I have to see if I can find it. It was really good. Maybe we could try that for one of our tortellini nights instead of... It's garlic, so we realized his mistake pretty fast. Yeah, it's hard to overdo garlic. It's possible. It's hard. Unless you don't like it. Then it's possible. So it's hard. It's possible to overdo garlic powder or garlic salt, especially. Like, so we just get those Texas Toasts kind of frozen garlic bread things with all the cheese. But my eldest child does not like them as much. So we've started just making it. We just take a piece of bread and we put on butter? I don't remember. We toast it? Do we toast it? No, we don't. I don't remember. But we just make our own garlic bread for him. I think it's a little butter, and for a while we were using garlic powder, but then we were out, so you can make your own garlic powder with garlic salt and something else. Am I mixing that up? Or you make your own garlic salt was anyway. One time he overdid it, like a lot. And the garlic salt was too much. And everybody was like, I don't know or he put it in, I don't know. There was one meal where we were all like, that is way, way too much garlic. So it's possible. It's possible. There's nothing over here. But that's pretty rare. Anyway. Friday nights are the easiest dinner night because it's just McDonald's. We don't have to think about it. Everybody gets the same meal pretty much every time. And makes everybody happy. Easy peasy. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, I was going to sell some stuff, wasn't I? I think I got here just in time. I don't know if I should buy ingredients and make food and then, or if I just sell the ingredients and be done with it. I don't know what to do. So many carrots. No, I don't. They're just worth a lot of money. Ooh, what else can we do? Look at all the new stuff we can buy. Grapes and apples. Grape seeds. Grape seeds. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like buying food ingredients is so expensive. Like the milk is $100 and like it's just ridiculous. It's too much. So why wouldn't I just... Oh, I should keep the berries, but oh well. I'm gonna just sell these damn eggs. I haven't used them. I bought them. I haven't used them. Okay. See, yeah, it's too expensive to buy ingredients to make food. I want seeds. I want to buy... They don't have any December seeds. I'll have to wait. Okay. Well, I have a little bit of cash now. I think I need 1,000, and I'm halfway there. So, yeah, this is the path I'm sticking on. Oh, I need 1,500 for this and 1,000 for this. I only need a little bit more wood for that. I guess maybe I'll just go collect some wood. Nope. Back in the store. I'll go chop down some more trees. That's not where the trees live. Anyway, it's a shame that I like eating so much, but I do not like the part where you do the making of the food. It's a shame. I wanted to like cooking. I tried to like cooking. I do not like cooking. I really liked baking until these last few weeks where I've been trying to make this damn bread and it keeps failing. I'll get back to it again. I made some whipped shortbread cookies. Oh, I forgot. I've been forgetting about those and they're probably dry now. I love shortbread and nobody else in the house really likes them because shortbread's sort of like, so normally when I make cookies, like they're, you know, chewy, and I don't like crispy cookies. I like chewy cookies. So I usually, you know, make soft, chewy cookies. And shortbread is not that. Even the whipped shortbread is not that. It's dry and it's crumbly, but it's supposed to be. And so they don't appreciate it. Nobody in my house appreciates it, but me, I love shortbread. But I do like whipped shortbread more than regular shortbread. Regular shortbread, you need tea. You need to dip it in your tea. So I made some. I didn't make any last year. Usually I make it around the holidays, and I didn't make any last year. Oh my god, this is good. It's still super hot. Where was I going? Oh, I was going to cut down some trees. I don't... These ones, I guess? Try to get enough for both projects. I need all this wood for. So I did it on tortilla soup because I have cheese, sour cream, tahini, tostada shells. I can crumble it. Well, there you go. Sounds great. Even threw in some mole. My goodness. See, we don't have stuff like that laying around. Well, because most of our stuff is Home Chef. There's a lot of like stuff we don't keep on hand because we get what we need for the, you know, Home Chef recipe and that's it. And then the other meals are often kind of quick processed food type meals, so they don't require a lot of keeping food on hand. So we don't have. So if you just wanted to make something that wasn't on your Home Chef list or your go-to weeknight family meal things, you'd have to go to the store in our house.
I am all.
Oh, damn, all the strengths. Oh, I'm going to slow down the time here. I'm going to go change it to summer. Go do that ritual. I have stock in my house. I have stock in my house of a lot of things. Yeah, that's one thing we don't have anymore. But it makes grocery shopping really easy. So we get fruits and vegetables, yogurt. My kid likes to have a ham sandwich for lunch every day at school. So we get some of the staple things like that, but it's like mostly bread, milk, eggs, fruit and vegetables. So it's not stuff that you just keep stocked in your pantry. It's the fresh stuff. But But it's good because we waste less food too. I mean, we get what we need for the home chef and that's it. Keeps it nice and simple. Where am I going? I'm going over here because I want to do my spell. But yay, moonflowers. I'm totally excited to grow moonflowers this year. I love the idea of flowers that only bloom at night. That sounds amazing.
I brought the spirit flame potion.
Well done. Be aware that the crops that thrive in spring will wilt under the summer sun. It's best you finish any task now. Are you ready to say goodbye to...
Yes.
Yes, I am ready for some summer sun.
She said it the same way I did.
But I sense that you have unfinished business.
What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's a favor from you, and your heart can't abide leaving this business unfinished.
Who's Violet?
Return when this
Who the hell is Violet? Who is freaking Violet? Oh, Violet. I haven't seen her. I don't go in her shop. Violet's Violets. So I have to do a favor for Violet. Oh, crap. So much for my plan. So, like, you have to do the tasks they give you, apparently. They're not optional. I didn't know that. Now I know. So where do you think I would find Violet at this hour? At the bar? Do you think she's at the bar? Is the bar open on Mondays? Up the stairs? The stairs are over here. I know how to navigate, I swear. I don't see Violet in here.
How's it going on the farm, new girl?
Good. Fine. I'm exhausted.
Then you came to the right place.
She sounded desperate.
So, what are you looking for today? A drink? A new friend? As a bartender, it's my job to get your life story.
A new friend.
Would be nice. I've been so busy that I haven't really gotten to know anyone yet.
That's true.
Stick around this watering hole long enough, and you'll get to know everyone. At least everyone who's cool enough to be a regular at my bar. This place used to be run by my pa. He and my mom moved back home to Johannesburg, so now I take care of it for him.
Johannesburg.
If I think about it too much, I really miss my folks. So, thanks for taking the time to chat with me about it. I appreciate it.
Sure. Hey, look, we're acquaintances now. Okay, well, sorry, this isn't what I was looking for. I was looking for Violet. I might have to find her tomorrow. Her shop's not still open, right? It's pretty late. What time is it open? What are her days and hours? Tuesday to Saturday, 9 to 5. Okay. Isn't even open today. Sometimes she's out. I'm gonna see if she's like on her way back from there. Sometimes she hangs out down here. Oh, I love this spell. How fast I can go. I don't come this way very often. Sometimes you'll find her kind of standing over here, but not today. See, I'm thinking about all the stuff that I could add to this soup now, but I also just like it the way it is. Like, I could use some cheese, a little bacon. You know, make it like a baked potato only soup, but it's just fine the way it is. I'm enjoying it a lot, just with a little pepper. All right. I guess I'm going to bed.
Should I go to bed?
Yes. That is a constant struggle in adulthood. There are times where you're like desperate to go to bed. You're like, I can't wait. Like, is it late enough? It's like only 7:30. Is it too early to go to bed? And then other times you're like, oh, I know I should go to bed, but I'm having fun doing this thing, or I want to watch another episode, or whatever, you know? Adulthood is a lot of just decision making about whether or not what to eat and whether or not to sleep. All right. I'm not going to plant anything. These are not done yet. I can chop down a couple more trees while I'm killing time. Oh, I missed one. I lied. I missed a few. No, I don't. Okay, well, I guess I'm getting this rock too. It's not my intention, but fine. Oh, I see a thistle. We had this massive thistle in our rose bushes at the back of our yard. And my gloves were just not thick enough to deal with all of the rose thorns and the thistle thorns. Like, it was like buried like deep in the rose bush. And I tried to get it out. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not trying to like scrape all the skin off my hands. It didn't work. But I don't know, somehow, what's his name? Meister Wobbles? Cozy? No, Mr. Chaos, whatever. He did it. Either he's tougher than me, or his gloves were better than mine or something. I don't know. He did say he knew where to grab it. I did not, apparently. I'm not a gardener. I would like to be. But I was trying to collect rose hips. And I noticed this big, giant thistle. So I love them in this game, but in real life, I don't love thistles. They're ouchy. But yeah, thistle in a rose bush. All the thorns. I'm just going to sit here and wait until she comes to open her shop. What about she needs? Do you think it's plant related? I don't know. Have there been any new developments with this godforsaken election? Any new races been called? Because my patience is wearing thin. You know? How long? How long are we expected to be patient for? Oh, look at this kid. Like, oh man, I gotta go to school. That's my kids every day. My youngest kid really used to love school. He appreciates the social aspect of it at this point. But he used to love learning. Yeah, he just loves school.
I place a
Less so now.
order for fresh flowers, Violet. It's not like I asked for a rush job.
Uh-oh. Is she being a bitch again? Oh yeah, I have to click for it to keep going.
Just that the fairy's running behind schedule. Again. Maybe if the fairy wasn't underfunded, this wouldn't happen.
Underfunded fairy?
Make excuses if you like.
That's not an excuse. That sounds like a problem.
Bad time.
Yeah, sometimes she's a bitch. She was really nice about my grandma, but in this case, not so nice at all. Sorry, I'm almost done eating. There, now I'm done.
No, it's fine. When my dad was mayor, the ferry always ran on time.
Did we know that her dad was mayor? I don't know if I knew that.
Do you have any
Probably didn't,
wildflowers
forgot.
growing on your farm? Maybe I could make some substitutions.
Oh, shit. I need my flowers, but okay, fine.
Sort of. How do you feel about thistles?
That's not a good
You said
substitution.
make a bouquet out of thistles? Thistles?
Look at her face.
Look, if you don't want them,
Did you hear me say no? The sooner I can get Vanessa out of my hair, the better.
She's gonna give Vanessa a bouquet of thistles. I feel like there might be a not so hidden message in there. Oh, I need one more. You know how hard it is to find these thistles? To make them for my restoration tea? But fine. Go help out Violet. Excuse me, I burped right in your ears. Excuse me, I did it again. I held back though, so you should thank me. That's really what you should be doing. Where else am I gonna find thistles? Sometimes they're up near the fishing area. Sometimes there's some in here, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I've actually found any thistles here, just weeds. When do we get to do like the chicken coop in the barn and stuff? So much to do.
hey there, kitty.
Cutie kitty. I'm curious what I can do with the cat fur. I don't seem to have any recipes yet for that, but there's a thistle. See, I found it. Ugh, but now I have to wait till they respawn to make my tea. Damn it. Thanks, Violet. No, thanks, whatever her name is. Teacher, bitchy lady. Forget her name. Okay, here's your thistles. Hope they help.
So, anything I can put in my bouquets?
Stress no more. I found just the thing.
Yes, those will do nicely. It's hard sometimes. Filling all these orders to decorate the house I grew up in.
Whoa, does the mansion go with the job?
Yep. Anyway, thanks. You saved my butt.
So she used to live in the mayor's mansion because her dad was mayor, and now she's like serving the people that live there. I've been rewarded with tulip bulbs. I can grow flowers now. That's kind of fun. Uh-oh. I don't know if I know that song. Ding, ding, dong. You know it won't be long before I sing along to the Coco song. Ding, ding, dong. You know we get it on when I sing along. Except, are you okay? Are you drinking? I mean, it's fine. It's fine if you are. It might be a acceptable drinking time where you're at. It might be a bit early here. Technically, it's afternoon. So, you know. The husband is on... He has a vacation day. He could do a little day drinking if he wanted to, but... Are you drinking? Oh, I didn't think about buying flower seeds. It did not even occur to me. What's wrong with me? I don't want to buy anything right now because I'm saving up my money to get the ranch and stuff open. Being adult and responsible is so fucking hard. Why do I have to do it in a video game too? It's not right. It's not fair. This is supposed to be escapism, isn't it? It's not working very well. All right. I'm going to go look for seaweed because I always need seaweed. I think I should speed up the time if it isn't already on normal time because I don't need to do anything today now except wait for evening and go do whatever I need to do to switch the seasons because I'm that freaking powerful. I can change the seasons. If I could do that, I'm not sure that winter would be a thing where I live. Not a fan. Not a fan. I read a book this lady was talking about. She lives in upstate New York, and she talked about how she would always get so depressed during winter because there's so much snow, gray, not being able to get outside and do, you know, whatever normal non-wintery outdoorsy activities you might enjoy. She says she just hated it. And then she became a pagan. And, you know, you learn about the cycles of the year and all of that. She actually became like a witchy pagan, but she said now she likes winter because she's, you know, with the wheel of the year, it's a time where you slow down and you know, you get a little introspective and you rest and you maybe make plans for when the weather is good, like whether you want to plan your garden or whatever. And you just take time to just be still and be quiet and, you know, rest up, restore your energy, kind of, you know, mini hibernate like a bear as much as you can when you've still got, you know, like real life going on outside of you. But the world kind of does slow down a bit, right? So you just give yourself permission to slow down with it. And I'm like, maybe, okay, I just need to change my perspective on how I think of winter. I do get a little bit of that seasonal affective disorder. So usually in fall, I have that in spring, fall, and winter, because it rains a lot here. And it'll be like, it's like days at a time where it's just overcast and rainy and stormy and just, I need a little bit of sun. So after so long of that, I get kind of just gloomy and depressed. I get really tired. I just want to nap. And so I need to find some way to combat that. I might need one of those lights. I get like the fake sun. But then, yeah, it sounds like some of it is about your attitude, your perspective. And I'm like, shit. I can't just sit here and complain about it if I have to like find something to appreciate about it. But it might work. It might work. I have no problem with the being slow and still on the inside. I like it's staying inside, and you know, it's kind of my life anyway. Should I speed up time? I think I will. I love that you can do that in this game. Just keep kind of altering the speed of the time without cheats as you need it. Anyway, so I'm gonna see if that perspective is helpful, and then get a daylight lamp. Self some sun. But this fall has not been rainy. There's been a few days, but it's been really nice rain, and it's been like not stormy. We usually don't get rain that isn't a storm. We usually get thunderstorms. And the last few times it's rained, it hasn't been for like days on end. It's been a day, maybe a little over a day. It's rained like a lot. It's rained hard, but no storms. So it's been very pleasant. But we've had a lot of sun this fall, and we usually don't. And so I haven't really had the seasonal affective disorder this season, which is great. In the summer, we had a big old drought for quite a while, right? So we didn't have it then either. Lots of sun. So maybe this winter, we get rain instead of snow a lot of the time. It's just great. And see, in Canada, the part of Canada where I grew up was very, very cold. We did not get a ton of snow, but what we did get would stay because it was so cold, right? So it was always snowy for like 6 months of the year. But it was also very freaking sunny. And then, so in the the winter days were so bright because of all the snow and then the sun. And even the nights were bright. If there was moon plus all the snow, it was, so you just didn't get that gloomy feeling. And days and days of overcast. Anyway. I'm trying to grapple with the idea of appreciating it instead of complaining about it. See if it works. Because, you know, with a lot of things, if you don't like what you're looking at, just change your perspective, right? Good luck. I know. It's worth a try. Also, one of those daylight lamps. But yeah, you change your perspective.
I brought the spirit flame potion.
Well done. Be aware that the crop, it's best you finish it now. Are you ready to...
Yes. Okay. But here's the thing. The part of winter I like is like the Thanksgiving to, well, however long I can get away with keeping up my Christmas lights and stuff after Christmas. Because it's so, I love the Christmas season, the Yule season, that whole, all the decorations and the music and the excitement. And I just love it. I love Christmas so much. We don't do religious Christmas. We do heathen Christmas. We're heathens, okay? Leave me alone. But I love it. And the lights and the trees. Oh, it's just so magical. And then when you take all that down and you've still got January, February, March, then it's depressing. We're going to do like a Yule / Christmas this year. But the thing I like about Yule is that it's like 12 frickin' days, right? So it's just, but in that time, like, I mean, we've already got all the decor and everything up anyway and all the lights. And it's just, I don't know what exactly we'll do on Yule. I don't even know if my kids will be here. But we're still going to do Christmas, like the normal Christmas thing. We're just maybe just going to extend it. Because why not? It's winter. You need reason to be cheerful and celebrate. Then you just take that, run with it. That's my theory. Enjoy it while it lasts, because after all that shit comes down, then it's just winter until it's not winter anymore, and it's depressing. So I enjoy that season a great deal. The Christmas stuff. I like Christmas music. We just put it on the Alexa and just let it play all day. And I put like a fireplace scene on we don't have a fireplace. So I put some sort of like Yule scene, Yule fireplace thing. Right. Yeah, I know. That's what's amazing is Christmas is in there in the middle of all that. So we'll start the official celebrating on the 21st. My kids will still be in school until like the 23rd or something this year. It's crazy. Christmas is at the very beginning of winter break this year. What day is the 21st? I don't know if we'll be able to do this with the kids or not. I don't think they care about my whole pagan thing. It's a Wednesday. No, they'll be at their dad's. Boring. Yeah. Anyway, who needs them? They're no fun anymore with Christmas presents and stuff too. Like they just want cash. Enjoy them wanting the things and all that magical stuff, because after they get old enough, then they're just like, I don't know. They don't get excited about stuff anymore. They're boring. You wait for them to grow up, because it's like, yay, we can do all these things and you can talk about a lot more stuff. Like there's a whole lot that really improves as they get older. But the holidays and like the Christmas and the birthdays, like I like giving gifts. I love gift giving. I like when I know it's something that they're going to want or whatever. I find that these teenage years is very difficult to find what they're going to want that isn't like a whole new gaming computer or, what they do want is usually something electronic and very expensive. It sucks. They got their big presents already this year because they needed them for school. Computers. Yeah. So it's just, my oldest is just cash. Sometimes we'll just split it up into multiple things. He's got multiple things to open. And then I get him like socks and razor blade, stupid things just so he has something to open, but stuff that he needs anyway. It's not really very much fun. And we all get Christmas Eve jammies. Matching when they can, or just fancy new tablets with lots of space. Yeah. We either do matching or we do like, I wasn't able to find anything matching this year, so I've got like individually themed things for each person's personality. And the boys, I just get them t-shirts now, not the whole thing, because they don't wear them. And then I got myself, I buy my own Christmas jammies. Nobody buys them for So I might get the best jammies every year, but I'm the one that buys them. So. And I wear jammies like 24/7. If I'm in the house, I'm wearing some variation of pajamas. And my youngest will change out of regular clothes as soon as he gets home. He puts on jammies. And my other kid wears like athletic-y kind of clothing all the time, which is essentially like pajamas, but he doesn't wear like pajamas. So, and he's not going to wear his Christmas shirt any other time but like when I make him wear it at Christmas. So I've learned not to get too much for him. My Sir Wobbles is a naked sleeper, so he doesn't need jammies, but sometimes he needs jammy pants, right? So you live in yoga pants and tank tops at home. Yeah, me, it's like layers of sweaters, and because I'm always fucking cold, except when I have a hot flash, in which case then I'm hot. So it's an interesting, yeah, so layers is the way to go now. It used to just be like, put me in a big old bulky sweater and whatever, but now I need layers in case I get hot. I gotta, you know, peel some layers off. If it's summer, it's hard to have hot flashes. Winter, I look forward to having my hot flashes in the winter because I just go open the door and it's fucking cold out and it's lovely. And I leave the patio door wide open. I'm like, have the fan going overhead. And I'm like, oh my God, this feels good. So much better. And everybody else is freezing. But I don't care. Usually it's me that's freezing and everybody else is like, it's warm in here. Like, I'm fucking cold. So it's nice to flip that around a little bit. I enjoy that. Anyway, I'm going to get this summer season going here. I need to fix something on my phone. I got distracted by my calendar. All right, I'm ready for some summer sun. Yes.
Let us begin. Take your place in the circle. And so we begin the turning of the seasons, just as our ancestors have done for thousands of years.
I didn't know that, like, a witchy cult was responsible for the changing of the seasons. If I'd only known. Like, who's the one that does here? Because we need to delay the start of winter and speed up the start of spring. So if I can get in on that group and have some influence, that'd be great.
Novice, pour the spirit flame into the fire.
We say goodbye to the gentle sun of spring.
I haven't figured out who's who. Just the one guy that's Shelby. I don't know who else these people are. I know they're town people.
The golden dawn of summer.
This one? Is this one Shelby?
Yes. We turn the seasons, like they said.
Oh God, I'm not good at this, am I? And then this one, who's the... I don't know who they are. Who's that? Who's spying on us? Plot twist at the end is every single person is a witch. Well, it's either that or they're all in the cult, or one or the other. Who is just spying on us in their outfit? They look like one of us, but they weren't participating. And I haven't seen that robe color before, so what? Oh, look at that. Oh, yay, it's summer. That's pretty. Though I like the flowers better. I got an achievement. Sweet summer sunshine. Okay. Yes, Grandma.
Grandma?
For a moment, I thought you were Robert coming to collect me.
Grandma, stop it.
I felt a warm breeze.
It's just summer, Grandma.
Yes, we turn the seasons. That's all.
Still a skeptic, I see.
Yeah, how can you be skeptical about anything if all of a sudden one day you discover, I'm a witch and I have all these magical powers? Like, but you're skeptical of, like, ghosts? Okay. Sure, Jan. I don't get it. I mean, everything. I would question everything at that point. You know?
But there is still so much you haven't seen. Still so much to learn. and do. Oh, I've done my best to take care of Violet since her mother disappeared.
Violet.
I promise I'll be here for her.
This is the Violet day today, apparently.
I know you will, sweetheart. You're going to do great.
Grandma's making me sad here.
I'm proud of you. I'm so glad you came back to see me.
Is she like dying like right now?
Me too. I just wish we had more time.
We had time enough. We've learned how to run.
I wasn't expecting this, and I'm not okay. Twin Fella is lacking in empathy at the moment. I'll take good care. I mean, is she dying right now? Is that what's happening here?
You can bring the community and the coven together. Promise me you'll remember everything I've taught you.
I promise.
You will be a marvelous witch. I can already see your powers blooming. It's time for me to rest.
Rest. Uh-huh.
Take care, my beautiful little honeybee. I love you.
Well, shit. I'm not crying. Not quite.
I love you too, Grandma.
I kind of forgot for a while that Grandma was dying.
Hazel,
Jesus Christ.
I'll take up your mantle and protect the town.
Nobody even dressed up for the funeral. These people.
You can rest now.
Well, shit.
Today, we say goodbye to one of this town's finest citizens, Hazel Wylde. Her dear friend Lena is going to say a few words.
Hazel was my
Who, you with the she dead, or everybody not dressing up for the funeral, or all of the above? They're all in their play clothes. I know.
She was always giving. Advice, a bowl of soup, a basket of fresh eggs. She never ever gave up on those she loved. And she loved this island more than anything. And now she's given us Terra. Oh, we are so glad you're here. It means Hazel hasn't really left us.
Are they trying to make me cry? I'm about to go jogging right after the funeral. I know.
Hazel's granddaughter?
Wait, who are you? New people. Look at his pointy ears. I have suspicions about this one.
Seen you around before.
Oh, I don't live in Fairhaven.
Oh, I see. So you came over on the ferry from Milkwater.
Milkwater is an interesting name, and there's nothing worse than watery milk. So I hear Milkwater, and it just makes me cringe a little bit.
Thanks for taking the time to come all that way.
Of course, I wanted to come pay my respects.
Look at his teeth. What is he?
Hazel was a wonderful friend. Oh, and I have this for you. I run a rare bookshop, you see. Hazel had me fix the binding on this old family heirloom.
Is it like a grimoire or something?
I know she would have wanted you.
Am I going to learn a whole bunch of spells? I think there's a werewolf in this game, so I suspect it's him. But I think there's like some sort of elves or fairies or something too. I've tried not to spoil myself too much, but when you open the game, there's like interview with the werewolf or something. There's some thing in Steam, some article or something that, yeah, I didn't read it, but it might be him.
Thank you.
Are we just going to learn a whole bunch of spells all of a sudden here because we got Grandma's
I should go.
Book of Shadows or whatever?
Nice to meet you, Terra.
Nice to meet you too. Wait. That's not the way to the ferry.
Yeah, I think he's not being truthful. But, you know, he's a werewolf. What's he going to do? Tell everybody I'm a werewolf? Everybody's standing around here what do I do? Do I talk to them all? I potentially could. Her. I'm gonna talk to her, apparently.
Thanks again for helping me out with the thistles.
No problem.
Have you planted the tulip seeds I gave you?
Oh,
If you
no.
put flowers in your garden beds, you can attract bees. First, you need to build a beehive for them. Here's some instructions.
Oh,
If you
good.
keep the bees happy, they'll make honey and beeswax. The more flowers, the faster the bees can produce honey. So plant plenty.
Do I really want to keep bees, though? Won't they sting?
Bees can feel your intentions. You just have to come at them with the right energy. Come back when you have honey to sell, and I'll buy some from you.
Okay, then. We can build a beehive. I was having trouble coming up with what the word was. Hive. Beehive. This is the first time I've seen this place closed. This is interesting. Nobody else has any favors? I don't really want to chat with anyone. So, like, what was the funeral at, like, 7 o'clock? What the hell? It's 8 o'clock in the morning and everybody's just sort of standing around. Nothing's open. Go back to work. Go do the things. It's fine. I gotta go work on the farm, so y'all might as well go work. Let's make this normal time. Okay, I don't have any seeds to plant, and I can't buy any. I guess I have tulips. Because what's her face? Won't open the store. So what does summer look like around here? Is there anything different yet? Oh, I have some mail. You're cordially invited to attend the annual Fairhaven Summer Festival. Constituent's name here. Otto does a good job, doesn't he? So just a few weeks. Hope to see you there. I wonder what we do with the festival. Starts in 15 days. Okay, fine. So what was this book I got? I don't understand. I don't have a book. Let me go inside.
Finally, a moment to myself. Now I can look at that book that man, Wesley, gave me. Huh. Looks like a journal. Grandma's journal. This is her handwriting. On the front flap it says, "To my dear niece, to record thoughts both mundane and magical. Vivian. Vivian was Grandma's aunt. She must have been a witch too." Here's the first entry.
Okay.
Today's chores took me through the portal, where I spoke at length with the fairies.
The fairies? See, there are fairies.
Maybe I'm misreading the writing. Or maybe there's even more to discover on this island than I realized.
I'm leaning toward that one. We have a new cauldron recipe. Increase energy spell. I need to do that. Permanently increase my energy bar. Yes, please.
My body tightly. Awaken me and make me sprightly.
Wait, don't we already have a cauldron? So we can build more than one, so we get more than one spell on the go at any given time, since they take for frickin' ever. Okay. I can get behind that. But it would take all of my money, so I'm not going to do it right now, as tempting as it is. I'm gonna make that, though. Wait. Wait, hold up. What do I need to make? Oh, I already did that spell. I got it and then I did it right away. Okay. So I already have more energy. Oh, I have a whole bunch more energy. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so these, oh, oopsies, these are ready. Okay. What else did I need to do? I feel like there's so much to do. Okay. Where do I build the beehive? Probably in the shed. Is anybody gonna explain to me what this festival is? Do I need to have stuff ready for it, like in Stardew, or? What is all the beeping? What is that man doing downstairs? What is he doing? Is that the smoke alarms? What is that? What is he doing? Okay, no, this is not apparently where I make the beehive. Oh, you know where I would make that? In the garden thing. Why are there so many crafting stations? That's a little bit confusing. But I bet I make it here. Oh, I only need 10 pieces of wood. $50, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna plant some flowers, like. This could be something I just have to like walk around all the time. It's gonna be so annoying and in the way. Okay, hold on. Just gonna rearrange everything. Then I can walk through. I don't know how near this thing needs to be to the flowers, but... Okay, let's plant flowers here. I can't! They're out of season, for frick's sake. Okay, well... That's the farming done for today. What is that man doing? What is my husband up to? I'm just hearing a bunch of beeping. But I also thought I heard him playing the guitar, so I'm just very confused. I don't know what's happening. So far, I haven't seen any new plants. I was expecting the weeds to look different, or some new types of stuff to gather, but so far, no. Maybe the fish are different. This is still witchweed. Blueberries are not done yet. Yeah, seaweed, baby. Shells. Hi, Shelby. What's up?
Your grandma knew you would come back to take care of her in the end.
She did?
Oh, yeah. I told her.
I don't get it.
He's the farseer.
Nah, you sure don't.
I get it, though. I get it. He's a seer. He knows. Let's see what we can collect here. Is that actually a lobster? Because sometimes that thing is actually a squid. I guess we're going to find out. It looks like it should be a lobster. Or a shrimp. That didn't look anything like shrimp, but okay. I feel like there's something else I should be working on today, but I got all distracted by grandma dying, and now I don't know. I mean, it seems like a legitimate reason to be distracted, but still. It's gonna throw me off. Here, let's go see what's going on in here. This place is never open when I walk by, so.
My own grandma helped raise me while my parents were working night shifts in the city. I miss her every day.
Everybody's gonna have some kind of comment about grandma.
Thank you. And sorry about your grandma.
Cameron says we just have to work to live up to their hopes for us.
Oh, no pressure. Okay, let's get this over with. We'll talk to him.
Hazel was a special lady and one heck of a good baker. Ugh, I'm gonna miss her. She would have wanted me to make sure that you're well fed, so here, try some of this.
Thanks, Angus.
Cornbread. Okay, we're not quite there yet. We don't have enough money. I can't sell anything to him. Or buy anything from him. Just the upgrades. He's a laborer, not a merchant. I didn't mean to do this, but okay. It's fine. It's fine. Looking for stuff to gather, like mandrake. So there isn't any new, I mean, as of yet, there's no new plants or anything. Everything's the same. Let's see what they want me to do now. I'm here first. I should get bonus points for being the first to arrive. Stand in the middle of the circle here. Wait for everybody else to get here and give them a judgy look because they're all late. They're not late, but I'm going to act like they are. All right. Hold on. I'm so curious. I have to find out what he's doing. Hold on. Right back. Okay, I figured out what he's doing. I didn't figure it out, I asked, and he told me. He's rewiring the fan light thing in his office because I think it's wired backwards or something. So all of the rooms in this house have separate switches for the fan and the light. But then they bought these stupid fans that are remote only. So, I don't know. Anyway, the one in his office has never worked properly, and we think it's wired wrong. So he's working on that, and the beeping I'm hearing is him using the little thing to make sure that the wires are dead before he, the wires aren't live. Before he, starts fucking around with them. So, anyway. I feel better now that I know what the hell the beeping was. Oh, look, we have a new task.
Been reading this journal. It belonged to Grandma, and
oh, thank goodness. Oh, I know Hazel took the journal in for rebinding. I'm glad that it's safely back in your hands.
He is pretty handy. He is.
There are entries that mention the fairies.
I can fix things.
Does Fairhaven have
It's nice because I can't, and I can break things. So we're a really good sort of yin and yang. They say opposites attract, and it's not for no reason. There are entries that mention the fairies. Does Fairhaven have fairies?
I have much to learn about the magic on this island. But before I tell you more about that, you must prove that you understand us as a coven.
Hey there, Pixel. Nice to see you, buddy. So the cats haven't come in my office, for ages. And in the last, 3 days, 3 times I've been in here, they've come in here and fallen asleep. Just hung out with me and then passed out. And it's like they used to do that a lot early days in this house, in this office, but then they stopped. So it's fun. He's getting in his little box under my desk and he's going to have a snooze. Probably spend the rest of the day there. It just makes me so happy when they come in and hang out with me because they haven't in months. So it's nice. Adam is more of an electronics handy than a household handy. He's both. Although I'm the one that usually programs like the new electronic devices when we get them. So, go figure. He's the IT guy, but I'm the one that, like, you know, does all of that when we have new stuff. We have our things. But yeah, he does have some handiness. He's good at lots of things. Like, I'm really good at burping. I still haven't figured out how that's useful in any way, shape, or form, but those are my kind of talents, you know? Seriously.
Speak to the Farseer witch. He will explain.
It's not fair. Speak to the Farseer. We know who the Farseer is. It's Sheldon.
Your Gran wasn't a fan of our masks, but rules are rules. You've got to earn our trust before we can reveal who we really are. Unless you think you can guess my name.
Him, yes. The other ones, I don't know. I feel like I should... The other ones I feel like I should know, but I don't.
Faithful, unless you mean it.
Oh! Oh. All right, I just read Stephen King's new book. It's called Fairy Tale, and there's a lot of Rumpelstiltskin related stuff in it, and so this is making me giggle even more than it would have otherwise. That was anyway, it's a good book. I recommend it. Mystic Dreamer, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Each member of the Coven will ask you for a magical item. You're to bring it to them. These initiation rites or something else. Oh, God. Hello. Okay, wait. So, look. Why do you guys see my follower emotes? Because as a streamer, I don't have them anymore. I can't change them. I can't access any of my emotes. I used to be an affiliate, and I gave up my affiliate so that I could multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm actually multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the moment. But, so all of my follower emotes seem to have stuck around, and you guys can use them. So even new people that didn't have them before can use them. But I can't change them. Like, I can't get at them. So I hope that they're the ones I want forever and ever, amen, because my emote section of my stuff is gone. So I'm glad there are still emotes there. That makes me happy. I didn't know that was going to be a thing, but I just wish I could access them. I might switch them out. Maybe not. Maybe I'd still keep those ones. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. It's curious. So curious. Okay, during the day in town, if you get the right person, would say so.
But what if I give it to the wrong person? Won't Cameron freak out if I give him some magic doodad?
Don't give Cameron anything.
Don't worry. Civilians can't read incantations. It just looks like a blank piece of paper to them. I'm to set you the first task. It has to do with time.
Oh, time travel? How far back can I go?
I don't think it's time travel, unfortunately.
Not ready for that yet, novice. But you can try pausing time for a moment to give you long enough to finish what you've got to do.
That would be so freaking handy, I have to say.
It will only work while you're in the place you read the spell. Once you leave that space, time will resume its course. Here's what you need to write the spell. Come to me during the day when you've finished it.
Make the freeze time incantation as part of your quest to unlock the Farseer's identity. I mean, I already know who he is, but he's the only one. Okay, writing desk. So should I try to get hints? Can I like figure out?
Call me the Standing Stones. Our coven has kind of a bad history with them.
I can't tell.
Does every witch here just accept the fact that seasons have to get turned, like mattresses?
No, not at all. It was hard for me to accept too.
I think this one might be Violet.
What
I'm
I
not
learned is
sure.
that places close to wellsprings are easily untethered from the realities of our world. For example, weather.
Not positive about that.
We've lost
I don't know
many
who this
witches
is.
over the last few years. I thought that someday I'd get used to the ache those absences leave behind.
Is this Lena?
I never do.
One of them's got to be Lena.
Try to not blow off any arms or legs while trying out new spells. It's harder to stay in secret society that way.
Deep voice. Who has it? Who else around town has a deep voice like that? I don't know. It's a big old mystery. So what do I need for this spell? This is not where I... I don't know. I guess I'll have to go look in the book or something. Vroom vroom. Look at me go. I mean, it's not him, because he's in the cult. So the idea of being a witch would just be like, they're too super religious for that crap. Okay, go to the basement. Oh, my potion's ready. Okay. I need honey, or beeswax, rather. So I gotta buy some flower seeds. So I guess that's what I'll try to remember to do tomorrow. Let me just clear some more stuff here. Oh, come back. I want to get so much stone from this. If it ever breaks.
Whoa! What's this?
A recipe. Cape Malay curry. Twinderella, you would make that. So many rocks. Can't break this one. This one's permanent. That one's permanent. All right, so when do we find out more about, I'm assuming is a werewolf. What was his name? Wesley? Wesley the werewolf? I'm guessing there's like part of the island I haven't, or whatever we're on, part of the area that I haven't, it's an island, right? That I haven't found yet. All right, fine, I'll go to bed. Fine.
I'm sleepy.
All right. Oh, grandma's room. Oh, okay.
Hi, Thomas.
Your grandma? She was strange for sure. but she had respect for the land.
I'm guessing he's not a
Our
witch.
families were close, and Hazel was special.
Yeah, she was.
She always wanted you to love this place as much as she did. So, I'm gonna teach you farming. For her.
Aw, this is like the nicest Thomas has ever been.
When do we start?
Right now's as good a time as any.
Give me some
these
seeds,
cotton
man.
Seeds and
Yeah,
plant 'em.
seeds.
But you better plant them quick. They take a while to grow and they only grow in summer. You can buy more cotton seed from me and a few other things if you need. You can grow
Nice.
this cotton and turn it into cloth. That makes a bit of money. Dyed cloth is even better. Come see me when you're ready to learn about making cloth.
Yay! Thanks, Thomas. And I don't have to water because once again, it's frickin' raining. Alrighty. Hello, cat.
Hi, kitty.
Furry kitties are the best. Oh, she gave me a fish. Oh, would you like it back? I'll just give it to you. Just like, you know, feeding her every day is like the least you could do. Right, stay focused. Going to go buy some seeds so we can get some honey and beeswax. I don't know how long that takes, but we gotta get them planted anyway. Gotta get it started. There is a new flower. Is that a new flower? Poppies. Yay! I don't know why I'm so excited about that. I think that's one of the things that's fun about games where the season changes is there's new stuff to discover, right? I was a little disappointed that there wasn't anything new, but there is. I just had to be patient. I'm using up all of my patience on this freaking election, okay? I need to know who's gonna win these races that are so close. I don't have patience for anything else. It's all being used up by these too early to call, too close to call races. They're driving me nuts. I like answers. I don't like not knowing things that are knowable. So I'm gonna see what else I can. Ooh, which weed? I'm gonna see what else I can buy from him. Nothing. He's not here. Okay. Scratch that then. I think the store's open today. She open every day but Sunday. I don't know. There might be a weekday she's not open. I'm not sure. I just don't know. What? Just watching how upset Republican voters are by the results is satisfying enough for me at the moment. They are now calling for raising the voting age. I saw that. So fucking predictable. Calling for raising the voting age to 21 because they're mad at how Gen Z is voting. Okay. If they want to have a Republican Party, at some point they're going to need to adapt. Because you look at the boomers are decreasing, and the Gen Z is increasing. Like within 2 election cycles, our house will have doubled in size of voters. So my eldest voted for the first time in this last election. We were able to register him for the, he didn't vote in the primary. Our primaries are kind of dumb here because we don't care about the Republicans, and you're lucky if you get one Democrat candidate, never mind having to choose between multiple. That's just not really a thing. But so he voted for the first time, but we were able to register him when he was 17 because he would have been eligible to vote. He would have been 18 by the election. So we registered him as soon as he turned 17. And then my youngest will be the same thing for 2024. So he'll be able to vote that one, which is great. Doesn't necessarily help our county out all that much since we're so very red in our state. But those are 2 more Democratic votes. So we went from 2 in our house to 4. Yeah. Yeah, not all states allow that, but I'm glad. I'm glad we do here. Seeing shit like they don't even know what they're voting for. Ugh, you don't even know what you're voting for. Well, okay, you're voting for no CRT in schools. You're voting for something that already is a thing. There is no CRT in our schools. So you're voting for something that isn't actually an issue. You're voting to like ban drag shows. I can't. The party of freedom is voting to restrict people's freedoms. I don't fucking get it. But anyway, can't wrap my head around how completely unaware of the hypocrisy they are. But seeing this Gen Z thing and seeing the smallest percentage of Democratic Gen Zers was it actually in Michigan out of all places. The ones that voted were 50-50. Everywhere else, it was like they voted very heavily Democrat to the point where I think the average is about 65% of Gen Zers voted Democrat. And even in Texas, they're waiting in line for 5 hours to register to vote. These are young people that don't give a crap, right? Supposedly. I mean, I sure didn't when I was young. That's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. It's wild watching people vote against their own best interests and claim everyone else is being ignorant. Oh my God. You look up the numbers here in Utah because this is a very young state. Yeah, Utah is going to be interesting. But so far, yeah, and in the swing state, they only showed the swing states, or the ones that have been swing states. So to me, Florida's not a swing state anymore. But it wasn't just swing states, but it's the ones where we've been kind of watching. They did include Texas, and Texas, the Gen Zers were very blue, which is great to see because right now, Texas and Florida are not. I don't even want to think about them right now. But there's hope. There's hope. So as the Republican Party, the things that I've heard are we need to raise the voting age or we need to change their minds. No, you need to listen to them. And if you want to survive, you need to change your policies. A, maybe have some policies, and then B, change them. You're here to serve. You're not here to brainwash. And I know you don't understand that. But if you want to survive, you're going to have to wrap your head around that. You need to give the people what they want, not the other way around. So good luck. Good luck with that. I'm so curious to see if they're able to adapt in any way. But you know what? Everybody was told was it 2016 or 2020? They're like, y'all have to back off this racist stuff. You have to stop being hateful. Like, this is clearly not a winning thing. And they got worse, not better. They just escalated it. And then, again, it didn't work. And we've been saying, y'all need to back off Trump because he's fucking toxic and he's in it just for him. He's not in it for any of you. He's in it for him and him alone. So now we're starting to hear some of his biggest, pundits and stuff saying we're moving on from Trump. But it took all of these losses for them to start to get it. But then there's Kevin McCarthy. We're going to do these investigations. He can't fucking let go to save his life. And he will tank the party by doing that, which is fine. I'm not complaining. Go ahead. Go ahead, dude. Keep clinging to 2020, which the country very clearly stated they're over in this last election. Did we not? Did we not make that clear? I think we did. But was it 2016 or 2020? I think it was 2020 where they were like, y'all, we've got to, the message here is not hate, is not racism, is not taking people's rights away. Like, and they did the opposite. And they're surprised that it's not working out. They're going to lie until it no longer convinces people, and then they will implode or disappear. Well, this looks like the beginning of the end if they don't get their shit together. Now, the Democrats need to get a fucking message. The Democrats have lots of their own issues, and this was not a we think Democrats are doing everything right thing. It was, look at the two alternatives. That one's not okay. We're not okay with fascism. We're not okay with election denying, so we're going to go the other way. But that doesn't mean that Democrats don't have major challenges. We're very much stuck in doing things the old way. Where politics used to be civil and there used to be compromise, and, that shit doesn't exist anymore, and we're not adapting well to that. I say we, but they are not adapting well to that. They need to get their shit together too, Democrats. But at least their values align with the Gen Z values. So they've got a lot more hope for the future. We just need to start letting more young people in and listening to them instead of telling them, no, you're new here, you're a freshman, you do what we do, the way we do it. We've got to stop that. It's been nice watching them finally get angry and loud more, Biden being more honest. Obama yelling? I know. That was incredible. One of the things I love about him is he's so well-spoken and he can say so much with so little, he can say it so calmly, but he can still impart so much feeling and emotion in it. But to see him yelling is that much more profound then. And I love it. And we need to use Pete Buttigieg. We need to use his voice so much more. He's so intelligent and he's so calm and rational, and he has a fucking real rational answer for everything. He doesn't get caught up in any of the petty drama, whatever. He's so amazing. We need to use him more. President Pete someday. I don't think we're ready yet as a society. We have a little work to do. President Pete, baby. Yeah, we need to stop being all, I don't want us to be dirty and lying and cheating, but we need to stop giving so much benefit of the doubt. We need to stop, trying to do things the old traditional Washington way, because that Washington is gone. That political setup, structure, whatever is gone. It's gone. Compromise isn't a thing, so you got to do what you got to do to win. Now, we don't need to go to the lengths that they do, but we got to do something more than we're doing. Because when we don't have fascism, to run against, when it's just, if it ever gets back to just normal policy kind of differences versus this, like, our democracy is on the line kind of urgency, I don't expect to win. I really want to see Crystal Quaid from Missouri run for national seat now that she's on her last term at the state level. I'm not even familiar with her name. I don't know who she is. I'm going to have to look into that. My kid should be home anytime now. The other one I was telling Leroy earlier, my youngest is involved in the musical at school. They're doing Mamma Mia. And he's in the theater production class, and they're doing the set building and the audio and the lights and stuff for the musical. And so he's been spending... Well, like the last couple of weeks, it's been till 5 p.m. And then this week, because the opening night is tonight, they've been there till 9 every night. And so parents have been coming in and like feeding them and whatever, but they've spent hours and hours. They start school at 7:30 a.m. and he gets home a little after 9 every night. So he's been kind of exhausted, but they've been working so hard on it. And so he's not going to be home. My eldest will be home, but my youngest is still going to be at the school getting ready for opening night tonight. It's so exciting. I can't wait to go watch. I like Mamma Mia. I'm curious to see how the high school production looks. We're not a big high school. We don't have a whole bunch of resources, but got some talented kids, I guess, and I'm curious, excited. And I gotta go watch my kids play, even if I won't see them. I'll know that if that microphone's working, that he's doing the audio. He's doing the audio. I'm like, oh, so like basically just 24/7 troubleshooting? And he's like, yes, that's all we do. It's all we do. Wireless mics aren't working. Everything's set up the way it's supposed to be. Why aren't they working? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. We all know about my relationship with audio and microphones. We all know. So it's cute that that's what he's doing. But I won't be able to see anything. Like, I won't be able to see him, right? He's not on stage, but it'd be neat to know that he's part of what's going on. It's fun. I'm excited. He hasn't been involved in anything for a while. So I'm very proud of him. Excited to go support him. What's going on?
Did something happen? We want to build a lemonade stand. That's
Oh.
what happened. Mommy said she would help us with the lemons, and Daddy said he would help us build the stand. But
So,
we still need the wood for the stand.
Wood.
And
Always wood. Oh, I don't have sugar. You go to the store to get sugar.
help us, we'll give you a lemonade discount. So
Damn
you'll
straight.
be like an investor.
These are clever kids.
Emmy's been reading a book that Daddy bought. He said it was boring, but Emmy doesn't think it's boring.
She's going to be running Daddy's shop one day. Scary. It's not scary. What kind of returns?
What returns are we talking here? I don't know. I haven't gotten to that chapter yet.
Well, let me see what I can do.
Way! Endless lemonade!
Yeah, so we voted. We have about 4 weeks or so of early voting, and we voted on the first day of early voting. So we voted like a month ago. We didn't want to take any chances that something came up and we didn't get the chance to go, you know. So we were just like, let's just go vote and get it over with. We're done. I mean, there's no lines. I think we waited I think it took us like 3 minutes to get in the building, vote, and get out. For 2020, there was a line at poll opening. We got there before the polls opened on the first day of early voting, and there was a line. I think we waited about an hour. And this was in COVID time, so we're like masked and trying to keep distance and everything. And that was shocking. But the rest of early voting was sort of calmer. But, and usually, first thing in the morning on election day, there's long lines. People vote before they go to work. Because the polls close here at 6. So most people try to go to vote before they go to work. So the mornings can be very busy. And it can be kind of steady throughout the day. And it'll be steady right up until closing. But there's not usually lines. So when we realized the kid hadn't voted, we were like, you need to go vote. You gotta go vote for your brother, for his rights, right? There's some Democrats to vote for. If you're interested in, you know, him keeping his rights and the women that you love, you know, being able to keep their rights. This is one thing you can do about it. And so he's like, okay, fine. Went to go vote. And they got there about 10 minutes before the polls closed. And he waited in line an hour. And that never happens where there's lines like after the polls are closed and they're having to turn people away and saying, sorry, it's after 6. Can't let you. That never freaking happens. So then I texted his dad and I'm like, oh, he's a first time voter now. And he's like, yeah, I'm in line. I've been waiting in line. He went to a different location and he was waiting in line for a long time too. And that's not normal. And so it made me think that okay, it must be that turnout is higher. It wasn't. We were lower than 2018 midterms. Definitely not lower than 2020, but Indiana has a turnout problem, a massive turnout problem. We have 60,000 registered voters in our county, and 23,000 voted. The thing is, you're going to have a Republican win. So Republicans aren't particularly motivated to go vote, and the Democrats are increasing. I think there was like a 15% increase in Democratic voting, but it was still like 75-25. So there's not, motivation is hard to come by here. Republicans don't really have to vote, and the Democrats feel like, what's the point? It's hard to tell here because everyone gets a mail-in ballot, so most voting is through the mail. I wish. Republicans bitch about it, but Utah is super red and loves their mail-in voting. Well, they like it until somebody's convinced them that that's the reason the Democrats are winning, but yeah. There's, like, Florida does mail-in voting. They've done mail-in voting for ages. And they've been blue, they've been red, they've been purple. Yeah. That whole thing. Trump says some asinine thing, and it becomes, like, the gospel. And there's never any... Trump said it. There's no logic or reason behind the vast majority of what he says. But somehow it's latched onto, like, it's absolute freaking truth, and it's just not. Sugar is expensive. Do I really have to go buy sugar? Can I grow sugar this season? I would like to try that. I was on my way to the store, wasn't I? That is not where the store is. So anyway, his first voting experience was also a lesson in not procrastinating, right? You have a month to vote here, and the vast... Oh, it's not open today? And the vast majority, Thursday's closed. The vast majority of it is very quiet. No lines. Lots of locations. Yeah, so him and his dad. His dad didn't used to vote at all, so I'm glad to see him doing that. But, like, y'all need to, like, just pick a day and go earlier next year. Or next time. That was kind of funny. He was so mad. He was probably hungry. He probably stopped on his way home thinking, I'll vote quick and then I'll go home. And an hour later, he's like, Jesus Christ, it's still in line. And it was in a church. He's like, the last time I spent this long waiting for anything in a church, I was a little kid. I hated it then. I hate it even more now. And then he's like, I'm in hell. In a church. It's not really the vibe you're supposed to get from a church, but I don't disagree with you. It's funny, he was really mad. That's what you get for procrastinating. But yeah, it's not normal to have long lines. Apparently they were a little short-handed, so things were moving a little slower, but lines at the end of the voting, I think that's not normal here at all. I know that's normal in lots of places, but we have so many locations to go vote around here. Like, they make it pretty easy because it's Republican supermajority, so they have no reason to not. The only place it's harder to vote that they've gotten rid of a lot of polling places is right around Indianapolis, because it's blue. So we have more. We're in a surrounding county, but we're pretty rural, and not us in particular, but a lot of the county is very rural, and there are so many more places to vote here in this county for so many fewer people. It's just wrong, and it's just very clear what they're doing, but it's just fucking wrong. So yeah, people were waiting 6-7 hours. Is that right? In 2020, it was nuts. Not here, but in the city. Mackerel, baby. I like it. I like that she says rose every time. So it's weird to have to wait out here because, yeah, there's so many locations. And there's more locations on election day than there are during early voting. And early voting still has lots of locations. We live like 5 minutes from the library where we vote on election day. That one is not open early voting. Actually, I have to drive to the next town and go vote at the courthouse, but it's fine. It's fine. It's like less than 15 minutes away. And there's no line. Stripping of polling places in blue areas is infuriating. Yeah, they act like we don't see what they're doing. But again, you have a month to go vote, so just fucking do it. Just do it early.
I just can't believe Hazel's really gone. Since my dad moved away for work, things got lonely. Hazel was there for us. She made me feel like everything
I like her hair.
would be okay. I wish I could have done more to help her.
Is this her house with the purple door? Purple hair and the purple door, and her name's Violet.
There's nothing anyone could have done. Don't blame yourself.
Take care of yourself. There are people here who will help you.
Thanks.
All right. But what I wanted to do, I can't do, so I have to wait till tomorrow. So I'm just going to speed up time. That's not how you do it. I love that you can adjust the time like that in the middle of the day. And the bottomless inventory. Disney inventory. Okay, so I like with the Dreamlight Valley, I like that your clothing and your furniture, you don't have to store it anywhere. You just got like a bottomless inventory. I love that. But the rest of the inventory system fucking sucks, and I hope they improve it. I did the survey. Did you see that they were doing a survey on Twitter? I did the survey, and that was one of the things I commented on. I was like, y'all, I should not have to build, buy, or whatever, so many damn chests. They're not easily organized. It's stupid. But the way they do the furniture and the clothing, yes, please. All games need to do that. So they're doing some of it right and some of it just so wrong. But I was impressed with how they were handling, you know, after their patch when shit got fucked up, and their communication was very good. They were very transparent. They were already offering, like, here, we're going to give you some kind of compensation. And yeah, that's how you customer service, ladies and gentlemen. Not like The Sims where they just go completely fucking silent for weeks and then be like, oh, we're working on a patch. It'll come out in the coming weeks. The Sims needs to take a look at how Disney did that. Because it was great. If you're following their Twitter anyway, that's how you handle it. We fucked this up. We're fixing it. It's top priority. Giving status updates. Proactively talking about making it right with some kind of compensation. That was well done. But also all the people that don't really know what early access means. Early access means not a complete game. Some early access, whatever you're playing, whatever save you have might get wiped out come full release or come the next, patch. It might completely take out your save. Like, that's not abnormal for early access. Early access is an imperfect way to play things. But when you're spending $80 or $60 or $70 or whatever on a early access game, I mean, I understand you want it to work, but early access is an unfinished game. So these people that expect it to be perfect, okay, y'all need to learn how this works, and then you won't be so mad. Anyway, I'm tired. My brain is done for today. I was tired before I started, but I did better today than I did on Tuesday. So I'm learning that the week after the full moon, I'm tired. The week leading up to the full moon is my best energy month, or the week or two leading up to that. And then the week after is ass. And then I get my period at the new moon. So that time period sucks. But yes, I'm learning that the week after the full moon, I don't sleep well and I'm exhausted. And that's part of my little cycle of insomnia. I don't know if it's a hormonal thing. It's just part of my cycle, but I don't love it. But I slept good last night. I'm still tired though. I slept good last night. Never noticed that about myself. Well, I've started kind of paying attention to the moon cycles and whatever, and I did notice, and I've noticed that I'm the opposite of what they say. A lot of people, they say, don't sleep or are tired at the full moon. They're drained. And I'm fine at the full moon, but I'm almost immediately after I completely crash. But a lot of people get their period at the full moon, and I get mine at the new moon. So I'm flipped. So you'll have more energetic periods in your cycle, more energetic times, I should say, and then times where you are more drained. And as you're leading up to getting your period, you are more tired. And then the week of, I'm tired. But so it sort of happens to coincide with right after the full moon. So I don't know. I would never know. Oh, my sleep is shit right now, and I also don't get periods because of IUD, so I have no idea the timing of that. Oh, well, yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Yeah. So you don't get periods at all on an IUD? Are you on the copper one? Or you're not on the copper one, though? Because isn't that just... Don't you get your period? You just... I guess some people don't. I guess some people it disappears. I don't know. I haven't been on birth control in 100 years. Oh, Marie. So it's the hormonal one, yeah. None at all. That would be... I'm looking forward to the time of my life where I'm getting none at all. I have no further use for it. The purpose for the getting of the period, we're done. They're almost grown. It's just when I flip the switch. I'm sure I'll sign a waiver saying, yes, I'm sure. I understand that I am uninstalling this module, this software. I'm perfectly fine with that. The sooner the better. This perimenopause has been like, I don't know if it's been 10 years yet, but it's damn close. So anytime now, I'm ready. I started early, like young with the perimenopause. It was early to mid-30s, and it's fine. I was done having kids. It's fine. I was still getting a cycle and all that, but I'm really ready to be done now. You also have PCOS, so my periods were spaced and largely absent. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the birth control, did that like fix a lot of that up? That because that PCOS can be a real problem. Never know another one. I will still get IUDs even after I don't need them if I still bleed at all, just to stop it. So you know, when my youngest went on testosterone and stopped getting his periods, I was like, I'm jealous. I've had mine for how many years? 30 some odd years? About 30. This year, it'll be like 30 years. I got one when I was 15, so I got mine kind of late. He got his at like 11, right? Can't imagine getting that at 11. It just makes you not pregnant. Oh, it doesn't help with the symptoms. That's no fun. Hormones are such a bitch. Such a bitch. Both of my older two started theirs this year. Like, I'm so sorry. You had 2 start this year? Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, I wasn't ready when he was 11. It's weird to say he, period, at the same time. But I thought that I was hoping, I guess, for his sake, that he'd be more like me and be a little later. 15, but nope. Like, well, that sucks to be you. But, you know, now he's on testosterone. Don't have to worry about it. Must be nice. I'm like, can I go on testosterone? I mean, I don't really want to, but I want to stop my period. But I don't want to be on any kind of birth control. I don't want to be on anything hormonal at this point. I don't want to mess with my hormones anymore. I don't want to do HRT. I don't have any symptoms that are drastic enough for me to consider that. I'm just trying to ride it out as best I can. At first, everything was really extra special heavy. I've always had 7-day periods. They're always 7 days. They're now like 5. And they're lighter. And I don't get that initial 2 days of like, I'm going to bleed out here. Sorry, this is a lot of information, but we should not be ashamed to talk about our periods. Anyway, they're not heavy anymore like that. I get a real range of PMS symptoms, and it's different every month. I never know what to expect. Sometimes I get really bad cramps for like several days before. Sometimes I don't get any cramps at all, and I'm just like, oh, I've got my period. Okay. But they're lighter and shorter now, so this is good. But some of the symptoms are bad some months, and other months not so much. I hate it. I hate it. I'm done. They're 10 and 11. Oh, 10 is young, yeah. 12, I'm not ready. That was me at first, too, and then the PCOS symptoms started, and it was so irregular, and each one was different. It was annoying. Yeah, so back when this first started, it got to the point where I was, like, skipping some. But that was really bad, because then the next month was, like, a double period. And it was those first couple, like I couldn't leave the house because I mean, gravity and all of that, like I was afraid to leave the house and be like, oh, I just had a waterfall and it looks like somebody was murdered in my pants. It was awful. And then I read somewhere, no, I didn't read. I started taking melatonin to help me with the sleeping issues I was having. And that actually regulated things. That was the only change I had made. And I read that melatonin can help actually regulate your hormones and regulate your cycle. And it did. So I was getting a period roughly, on schedule, but it was still really heavy and awful. But so my cycle is lengthening. The average used to be 28 days. Now we're at 32-ish. But I've had some that were 40. There was a few months back where I almost skipped a period entirely. Almost. I didn't quite skip, but it was like 3 weeks late. So, and then the odd one will just come early. So that doesn't happen often though. So it's still regular-ish, timing-wise. It's just gradually getting longer. The periods are getting shorter, the cycles are getting longer, and things are lighter now. But the symptoms are still a hot mess from 1 month to the next. So my longest was like 6 months. Oh, yeah. Well, but that's a PCOS thing versus a menopause thing. I would be so devastated to go 6 months without a period and then get one. Like, oh, I thought I was on my way to that 12-month, the magic 12 months. And then no. I'm kind of just hoping that they just get lighter and lighter and then just kind of stop coming. I don't care if I skip them. I'd rather not skip them. I think that's more fucking confusing. And then my experience with a skipped period is that the next one is just awful. So it's like a twofer, and you don't want a twofer period. You really don't. Anyway, TMI. But I'm hoping it just kind of keeps just getting less and less and less. I don't mind it being 32. If the cycle stays that or gets a little bit longer, that's fine. If it just kind of lessens and lessens into nothing, it works. That works. I don't know. We'll see. So far, yeah, the most annoying thing with the symptoms for me is sleep thing. My hot flashes aren't really hot flashes. I'm just usually really cold, and then I'm kind of uncomfortably warm. I feel it a lot in my face. Like my face feels really hot. But if I take off layers and turn the fan on high and just don't move, I'm usually okay. Girls are lucky that I wasn't that period panties are a thing now. I wish those existed in 1990. Yeah, we never really got a chance to use them here. I'm tempted to get some now that my periods are lighter again. I just bought 3 boxes. I use pads now. I don't use tampons anymore because it was just too much when everything was so heavy. It was like, I just can't. I was having to have backup pads anyway, and I was like, well, I'm just going to skip the tampon part. So I'm back to like when I was a teenager, when I first started. Just pads. But now I'm like, oh, I wish I hadn't just bought some because I'm thinking of getting some of those NYX ones. The overnight ones that are like shorts. Those would have been great when I was having my like super heavy periods where I didn't even want to get out of bed because the rolling over to get out of bed and then the standing up. Standing up was then a waterfall, but not water. And it's like the mad rush to the bathroom. Oh, God, I don't miss that. That was awful. I don't miss that. I'm glad that so far seems to be in the past. But those shorts would have been a nice thing. But I'm thinking, I just saw an ad for something the other day, and I was like, well, the prices aren't that bad, and my periods are pretty short and light now, so I feel like this would be something that, yeah, so I'm not going to buy any more pads. I'm going to go through what I have, and then I think I'm going to switch to those. I think that might be an easier way to kind of just manage it. And I'm home most of the time anyway, so, if something happens, no big deal. Just it's not a big disaster if I have a leak. Oh, what a weird thing to be talking about on stream. Most uterus-owning people get periods, so it's like half of us out there, right? Always a little weird that I'm talking about this on stream. I'm not. So we talk about it. Like, I don't talk about it a lot in front of the boy. They're embarrassed by all kinds of stuff, right? But I've made it very clear to them. And, well, the one that used to get a period is probably going to be a very empathetic individual to other folks with periods, because he knows, been there, done that, right? But like, just be really nice to any of the women in your life that are having a period. Just be nice, extra nice. Take care of them. They're suffering. and then, you know, just get them their favorite treat. Give them a heating pad. Let them go have a nap. Just be nice. Pamper them because they're suffering. Anyway, I'm going to go nap now. I'm going to have a snooze before we go to the play, the musical. Yeah, so my goal is to teach them not to be embarrassed about it, not to be grossed out by it. One of the ones had one, so it's better for him. But the other one, it's just the vast majority of uterus-owning people that you will meet are going to go through this every month. Some of them are so much worse than others. Some don't have a hard time, and some have a really hard time. So just be very empathetic, be very sympathetic. Take care of them, and don't be grossed out by it because it's normal. It's what happens. It's a thing. It's a thing we all hate, but it's a thing. Something to be grossed out by. Be a good human, damn it. That's what I try to teach them. So, anyway, have a great weekend. Our nice weather is ending today. Today, 60-some degrees. Next 9 days, 30s and 40s. So I'm going to go for a walk before I go for a nap. Might be my last nice walking day. I'm going to try to keep walking even though. Did you find it? Did you figure out which shoes you're going to wear and keep so you can walk too? You've run out of excuses now. You have shoes, right? So let's do this. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go put on actual pants. Go out outside. I'm going to walk 15 minutes. That's it. And then I'm going to go snooze. I'm going to reward myself with a nap after my walk. So you can go do that too, right? And then we'll bake bread this weekend. No, you're probably still eating your bread from the other day, but I'm going to bake bread this weekend. Those are my goals. Nope, I returned the last pair. They rubbed the back of my ankles onto the next pair. Well, keep trying. Keep trying. Sandals. I mean, sandals aren't good for exercisey walking. I used to be a flip-flop person. I would wear flip-flops all summer. They wreaked havoc on my feet. You need a lot of pedicures if you're going to wear flip-flops. But now I don't really go outside enough for it to be enough. Twin wear sandals, I can see it now. Well, yeah, but you're like in Utah where you're used to snow. So just wear your damn sandals and be done with it. Be like a teenage boy. We don't wear jackets. We don't wear hats or gloves. We wear shorts. We wear hoodies in the summer and we wear shorts in the winter. Just go be a teenage boy. Flip-flops are too highbrow for a twin. Nuh-uh. Twin is like the other me. We're the same, except twin cooks. I don't. So, other than that. We're supposed to potentially get some snow tomorrow, so I hope it's just one of those, it snows, but by the time I get to the ground, it's not a thing anymore. We had one of those, theoretically. Might have had one. It happened in the middle of the night, and I have no proof that it actually happened, so I'm in denial. It wasn't like October. Oh, BS. All right, I really am going now. I have crap to do. Gotta go, like, you know, adult and stuff, so. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you on Tuesday. And maybe by then, we'll know who won the election, right? Maybe. Maybe by Tuesday. It's possible. Be closer. All right. Awkward dancing time. Here we go. water to dance with. Here we go. It's rigged. No one will win it. It'll just go on forever.